What's up everybody, it's Quicksilver, and like I said in my last video, I'm pretty pleased with how the piston elevator has turned out here. But I think today it's time to pretty this place up a little bit. I think it's going to work out pretty well, but there are some things that I need to address. One thing, and maybe the first thing I might take a look, I may take a look at this off camera, and if I find something out, I'll let you guys know. I'm not pleased with how I'm taking a half-hearted damage coming off of this thing. It's not a big deal. It heals pretty much instantly, but I'm wondering if there's maybe not a better way. Maybe if I pull the power up over here and bring it around, if maybe I can use like a redstone repeater or something. Well, I don't know. Maybe I can use a redstone repeater to delay the signal coming in here so that these blocks don't kick out until I'm up at the top. You know, they could already be doing that, but I'm not sure. My first bet on maybe a culprit is that maybe it's hitting me in the head, and that's why I'm taking damage as I move up, but I'm not sure. So anyway, the only thing I guess that I have done since the last video here is, number one, I figured out that in order to avoid hitting those, if I approach this from that side, it's a little easier. Number two, I did go ahead and I put these columns in here, and I think they look pretty decent for now. They're a little spindly, and I'm not a fan of this little water break here, so I've got an idea on how I might address that, but I'm not sure how it's going to work. Anyway, I like how they look. I'm going to do a little bit of stuff. I may actually tear out the outer layer of this birch wood and throw in some stone, so from the outside you won't see the floor that we'll be standing on. Then maybe instead of this water break, I'm thinking if on either side, I might be able to kill two birds with one stone. On either side of this nether portal, I mentioned in my last video I wanted to make sure I had a water feature in here so that if I were to catch fire in the nether I could put myself out. And what I'm thinking I might do is just take some water down on this side, and then I'll just, for symmetry purposes, I'll take it down on this side as well. And I might just make that accessible from up here so that when you're up here, yeah, see what I mean about, it doesn't matter really which side. I was actually probably pretty far on this side and the piston elevator still worked. But anyway, I'm breaking my train of thought here. I could very easily throw some water in right here and just let it run right off the side and let myself run right off the side too. Put some sort of maybe little collection system down here so that it looks like it's actually going somewhere. But then I could actually use that as my downward elevator to take myself back down to right here. And honestly, I could maybe use that as a secondary water elevator system, because it would run right straight down past here if I let it, and I could use that as a way to get down to the ground here instead of having to run all the way down into here. So I think it might be a decent way to get rid of this and also address my desire for a water feature up there. So I'm going to go ahead and head back up here really fast and at least start. I guess I'll leave that little emergency system for now, but yeah, I think one of the first things I'm going to want to do is make my decision on that, and I think if nothing else I'll just see what it looks like. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and place in our little border edge here and do the same thing really on all the sides here. So, and then once I get that in place, I'll go down and pick up those blocks that I'm wasting down there, and ooh, I gotta address that too. How far can I reach with my axe? My trusty axe. Oh good. Alright, cool. That's not going to be as bad as I was fearing it might be. Can I place that? Yeah, excellent. Alright, good deal. So, man, sorry. Got a frog in my throat. Yeah, let's get a look at that and that. So I'm not sure. That was dumb. I'm not entirely sure what kind of a theme I might be going for with this thing, other than just maybe kind of cool. I don't think that's a valid theme to call it, but I don't know if I really want kind of a medieval thing. I think it's going to be kind of a weird look, but I think if I turn, maybe if I turn the, I don't know how I want to address that. I guess I should make these blocks into the stone bricks, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I guess I will. Why not? I could throw them back here, though. You know what? Yeah, I think I will. That's going to look weird maybe on that side if I don't. The way that it intersects with our little vertical pillars there might look a little off. So, yeah, that's convenient. But that's not. That's just death waiting to happen. Or probably not death, as I've found from numerous falls here. So, okay. Go down here and grab that stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe Did I get everything? Yep, from here. Good. I wanted to be on the side anyway. Thinking maybe I could make these look like archways underneath here. Kind of round those off, at least on that side. Probably on this side too. It's going to give a little more weight, I think, to everything. Yeah, I'll just do it on those three sides. So that'll be thing one. But I guess before I do that, let's address the water thing that I've been talking about. Ouch. Okay, so if I want that to be where we drop, let's figure this out. What am I moving? I'm moving the X dimension, so I think that's going to be, I'm going to make a little note here, because what I need to do is I need to make a little repository or well or whatever. We're going to dig a block out, to use simple terms, at the very bottom there, so this water has somewhere to go. Or actually, instead of digging a hole down there that I could get stuck in, or mobs could, maybe I'll just use some what is that? It's a 251. Sorry. Maybe I'll just use some half slabs and I'll build like a little semi-hole thing down there. That doesn't make a lot of sense, I know, but trust me, it'll be pretty cool. And it'll stop the water, which is really what we're looking for. So it looks like it's Z52, and then my X on this edge is, well, yeah, that's 253. I think I want 252 minus 252 down there. And then I'll want the same X. This way I can get some symmetry here. And my Z on this side is going to be 57? Is that right? Okay, I wrote something down wrong before. Maybe I had a little dyslexia battle. I'm not dyslexic, but you'd think I am. Yeah, that's 52, and I wrote down 25. Wow. So there you go, kids. Proof that dyslexia can affect you at any age. Something like that, right? Alright, I'm going to go all the way down there, and we'll get our little half slabs put in. And the good news is let's go down there and see what looks best to catch our water. I was thinking about I have just stone half slabs, I guess, that I could throw in down here, but I'm not sure that's what I'm going to want to use or not, but I'm just hoping it doesn't look ridiculous. Oh, cool. Apparently I had missed some of these guys anyway. Okay, so I think I'm probably pretty close here. What is that? Oh, that's right. Well, that's good. I'm down here anyway. I forgot I built this little pillar when I was underneath this thing trying to work to place the bottom of that thing. That's another thing I still need to address, is some way to hide the stuff behind behind our elevator there, I guess. But let's see. So this is 252 and 51. So I need my Z coordinate. Is that this way? No. That's this way. Okay, so right here, this block next to the torch is, I think, what we want to where we want to collect our water. I really hope I'm right, because if I'm not right, then I'm going to have a lot of torches to replace. And I don't really want to do that. So, okay, I think that looks a little weird. Let's pull that grass out of there. I think that's going to be enough to keep our water from flowing anywhere there. And then let's find our other position here. I think I said it was 57, so this is 56, and that's 57 right there. So let's just do the same thing there, and now I know what I need to surround. Oops. So those are hopefully going to collect our water for us from up there. Let's run back up really fast. And yeah, see, if I had those there, I could just swim right up right now, but because I don't, what's that light level here? 10, 9, 8. Alright. It looks kind of dark, but I guess it's not. Okay, sorry. Back to the task at hand. Alright, now we'll go back up, and I guess we'll just drop some water over the side, at least for now. I don't know if we'll keep it that way, but yep. Hate that. So I think, well, my plan, how do I want to do this? I guess I'll throw it up here. Do I have any dirt? Yes, good deal. Of course I do. I just dug some up, right? I think my plan, well, that ain't gonna work. It's gotta be one more over. So if we throw it here, you know, that's just a bunch of dumb. Let's just do this, because now I know where to place it. Yeah, thank you for catching it. Okay. Let's see now. And we'll do one more just for grins, and because I had it, right? So that's where my water's going to be placed, and I'm hoping, I think it'll just shoot straight down here. I'll do something to make that look a little cooler later, but for now I just want to make sure this thing's going to work, right? It just so happens I have the water. I always carry 2 water buckets with me so I can always make a infinite water source. Good deal. Now as long as that's not flooding everywhere, and I did my math right, yeah, good deal. So alright, there we go. So I can do that, and then I can just use this to hop back out here. And if I do it too early, then that's what it'll be. Yeah, alright, I think that's going to look pretty cool. Let's go check it out from over here. See what it looks like. But I think that's probably going to work pretty nicely, and that's just one of the 2, so yeah, I kind of like that. Obviously I need to do something to address the way, where the water's coming from up there. It looks a little odd, but yeah, I kind of like that. Let's check it out from here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that, at least for now. I think that's a good solution. It's better than just having that kind of random water drop thing. Instead I have a really random water drop thing. Let's look down low. That's probably going to be a little odd, the way this just kind of drops off into nothing, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I can throw a glowstone in there or something. That way I can serve as light and I can get rid of one of these torches, or a couple of these torches over here. So yeah, alright, let's we'll actually just swim back up this sucker. Use it as a backup elevator, although, well yeah, I guess I can go all the way up there. And I guess I could get rid of that fence there. Let's do that. That's not going to hurt anything, right? Is it going to look stupid? No, that's not too bad. And then we can just swim up that thing if we want to. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do the same thing on the left side here. Actually, I guess it's the right side as we're facing it. And then we'll have a little water system up here. That'll be kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done, and I'll come back in just a sec. Okay, guys. So here we are. I'm actually down at this little weird pseudo-mountainy thing here. But yeah, that's what we look like there. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm almost thinking now too, I might tear out the wall back here behind the Nether portal so we can open that up, because I think that's going to be kind of a neat feature. Now, I've got to leave those half slabs in place, but I can build something around that so it looks a little more like it has a purpose, other than being a way for me to get up and down. So there's always, they always say form follows function, but you know what? It's no excuse to not have form look really freaking cool. So that is going to be my goal with this thing, and that's what I think I'm going to go for. So I'll go ahead and rip this out so we've got a little more symmetry working there. And we'll get back up top and see if there's not a little more we can build here. You know what, for grins, let's go ahead and do this right now. Let's just tear that out. Now, oops. Now the reason I had that there was so that I couldn't come spilling out of the backside of that Nether portal and fall off the edge. So that's obviously still a primary concern, but I think what I'm going to do, let's probably going to run out of stone slabs, but I'm going to throw those guys in, so at that point I still can't run out of that thing and fall off the edge, but it's going to leave this thing a little more opened up. And then yeah, so that's going to leave that more open, which I kind of think I want to do. And then yeah, let's do the same thing I guess on the other sides here until I run out of slabs anyway. Yeah, maybe I'll luck out, right? Oh yeah, now that we don't need that, let's pop that in there too. And then hey, you know what? I got lucky. Cool. I guess that's one good thing about building kind of a small area up here, right? Oh, but I don't want this, because that's going to be weird if I have that, right? And let's do this and that. That way that won't look too odd, right? And yeah, that's going to be perfect. Now I need some stone slabs, because that and that are my last two. But yeah, okay, so that's going to work. I think that's pretty cool. Let me take a couple of seconds to kind of get some more of these things. I think I like how this looks. I think I want to do the same thing over here and here. And maybe I'll try and find some clever way to cover that elevator up. Although if I'm up here, there's not really much for me to be doing up here other than going into the Nether. So I'm not too worried about just kind of accidentally falling in there. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that, and I'll tear out the old water break that we had down here. Come on, off the edge with you. Yeah, I'll tear out this old water break, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, I'm back, and it looks like we have our first visitor to the new area. What do you think there, pal? Huh? And why don't you go off the edge? You experience water for the first time ever. They should have some sort of an allergic reaction to that stuff, I think, since they never see it in the Nether. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, I only have 5 of these things. I actually found them in my inventory, so I think, yeah, that's probably a little nicer, right? Oh, where did he go? Did we get a little bit of gold from him, or did he manage to swim back into the end, or the Nether rather? Huh? That's kind of odd. Oh, yep, nope, he didn't fall. All right, well, who knows? Not important. I'm wasting valuable time, right? So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can hop back up here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like these a lot. That's really convenient to have that just another way to get up and down this thing instead of having to go into the other part of the base. It's kind of nice. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pillar up here and try and make some staircases. Actually, I have staircases so that I can use them. I guess, yeah, that's our next step, is let's get some height up here and see if we can't build something in. I don't think I just want to put one staircase there. It's going to look too abrupt, but I think if we do this, we can get more of a rounded kind of a look, although we might not need it because that's so narrow. Usually that's kind of necessary. Really? I think I say really at least once in each video. I mean, you guys should count it and let me know. Yeah, that's going to be kind of weird if I do that. Yeah, this is going to be too narrow to do my plan, unless I do this and just add a little thickness. Let's take a look at that and see what it looks like, right? Yep. If arches were only really that easy to build in real life. That's a little too abrupt, too. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. I'm going to dink around with that a little bit, and I'll let you see what I come up with, but I'm not really too fond. It's a little pointy, I think. So I'm going to take a look at that and just let you see what I end up with. Okay guys, I think I found something that I like. Basically all I did was I threw in, there's a step up here that's upside down, and then just a half slab, a stone brick half slab in there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and, well, that was dumb. I think I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more of those things around the side and see if, 12 of those should be plenty. Do a couple more of those around the side so we can get some symmetry working on that. And I guess it doesn't much matter on this side how that works out, although I guess I have an extra block lower, an extra layer of bricks down here. I didn't realize I'd done that, but apparently I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up there and I guess build that in and make this thing work the way it's supposed to, right? That should be enough to reach. Yeah, good deal. Really? Not enough to reach. Okay, well, one more. Now is it good enough? Yes, good deal. Yeah. So I think that's gonna do the trick for us. I can't reach over there. Not quite. But okay, so I'll get these guys back in here. And let's see. Good deal. And actually place, that never works for me, man. I always have such a bear of a problem placing steps. But not today, right? Not today. That ain't gonna work. Alright, I'm gonna have to build another pillar over there anyway, so I'll go ahead and get that done. Let's see what we end up with. Hopefully we're gonna end up with much coolness, right? That's what we want. Oops, don't need the red wool yet. Yeah, I brought the red wool down here too. I figured red and blue, I had a bunch of it. So I thought maybe I'd see if I could find some way to do some cool wool decorating in here as well. Because again, one of the pitfalls that I think happens a lot in this game when people are doing builds is you get too much of the same material. I know I harp on that all the time, but it's true, man, it's true. So this way you can break things up a little bit, and I think that's going to have the archways built here. And we can focus a little more on what's up top. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Let's take a peek at that one. Actually, not going to make you guys, well, I guess I will make you guys watch me do it because it's not really that far of a drop here. We'll head back over here. Seems to be a pretty decent viewpoint for it, right? Yeah, that's already kind of taken shape. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and look into building the dome up there. I guess will be the next thing. So I'll get up there and I'll be right back once I'm up there and confident that I've Okay guys, I'm back and I'm doing a little thinking now too. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to build a dome in here. Usually to build a decent dome you really need either a round surface to build on or a good square, which you can then kind of marry into a dome. Unfortunately, I think with this, because I've got kind of a rectangle working here, I'm not sure it's going to turn into a very decent dome. It might be a little weird looking, so I don't know, but oh man, it's even going to be a pain in the ass to reach. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to get here, but I will at least give it a try. Now I think what I'm going to do, so I don't get confused by using the same materials, I'm going to throw down these dirt blocks like this to help me reach the stuff that I can't reach. But yeah, oh, you know what? Oh man, that's not high. Oh yeah, that's high enough. Alright, I'm just cracking up. So now I gotta use dirt blocks to get myself back up there. Man. So, I guess, what are you guys excited about? The 1.6 update that's coming out pretty soon here. Are you guys most excited about horses, or what's, I guess what's doing it for you? Is that the right height? I think that's the right height. I think that's probably what I'm looking most forward to. I think there's a lot of cool stuff coming out in it that I'm really looking forward to. I've watched some of the snapshot videos some of the other guys have done, and I think there's going to certainly be a bunch of neat stuff, but I don't know. I'm not sure that I see myself riding horses a lot or anything like that, but I think they're a pretty cool addition to the game. I know they've been something people have wanted for a long time. So yeah, I think they'll be pretty neat, and I'm looking forward to doing some builds with it. I might actually, I'm thinking already about maybe doing like a stable or something like that, someplace to keep them. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, leave some comments, man. Let me know what you guys are thinking. What's your biggest thing you're looking forward to, I guess, in the 1.6 update. I know there's the colored clay, the ability to do colored clay bricks, so that you'll actually be able to make things that aren't going to be flammable, which will be nice for nether builds and things like that. We'll actually be able to maybe get some color there finally. But yeah, I guess, like I said, leave me a little feedback. Let me know what you're looking forward to. I'd love to hear it. So, alright, I think I'm just going to keep on building here. Man, I'm really wishing I had flight right now. I'll tell you, that's one thing that makes these so much easier to build. The trick with doing these things so that they actually look decent is you want to move in a block every couple of builds, and you want to try to make sure you're not building things too, I guess symmetrical is not the word, but you don't want to be building things the same. That's still not right either. If everything is crud, hang on, I'm off center here. Yeah, I don't want to bring that part in yet without bringing this in too. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted. Leaving blocks out like that is kind of a cool thing, a cool tool to help. I think it ends up making things look a little bit better. Sorry guys, it's really interesting. It's if when I'm doing this sort of stuff, it's really kind of tough to talk while I'm doing it. So I'm thinking maybe what I'll do, I hate to leave you guys while I'm working on this and just say, hey, look what I built. But I might be needing to do that just so that it's not painfully boring for you guys. But let's see. See, I was trying to commit suicide to make it interesting, but c'est la vie, right? Alright, so yeah, I think I'm going to try and build that over like this, and I think I'll just keep doing this and kind of bringing it up and in, and then once we're up high enough, then I'll just build a flat roof across the top of it so that it doesn't look too off. So that's the plan. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I think I will just go ahead and go off cam now and get that built in. It, like I said, I don't think you're going to miss out on much other than me doing what I'm doing right here. So I'll build it up a level and then clean it up a little bit, and we'll keep it going. But I think the good news now is I'm not dying for a flight mod right now as much. So, alright, I will be back in just a moment. Okay guys, so I'm back now. As you can see, I finished kind of the dome up there. I did a little more work too. I threw a couple of glowstone in the very top. I did have to throw a few torches up there just to make sure my light levels were okay, and I found that my bedroom here is actually a pretty decent place to check it out from. I'm not sure I like how sharp the corners are on here, so I might try and soften that a little bit or do a little something with it. And again, I may do some of that off camera just because I feel like this video might be starting to get a little long, and I feel like I may have also kind of fallen victim to using too much of the same material. When I look over here, it's pretty uniform as far as what's there. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to beautify this thing a little bit up on at least on the inside. I think it actually looks pretty good when we're inside there. I threw down a little red carpet here again just to kind of break up the space some. Didn't want things to look too much the same. I think I'm going to throw a double chest back here in this corner and another one in this corner. And then I actually grabbed some flower pots. I'm wondering if I can't make this a little prettier in here. If I throw... I've never really monkeyed with wool and trapdoors. I wonder what this is going to look like. I've done this with glowstone before to create a light source that's not too obnoxious, but I wonder if that'll work for a little table-y kind of a thingy. I think it might. I'll throw a flower pot up there, maybe some yellow flowers. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I don't need to make some more... is that right? Yeah, that's right. Duh, where else would it be? We need to make some more trapdoors so we can finish that out. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to do a little of this beautifying, or at least what I think is beautifying, off camera here, just so I'm not getting this thing too long. And like I said, I'm not sure that what I'm doing now is anything that's super crazy. I think you've seen most of the build part of this, but yeah, I'll monkey around. If I do something that I think is merit worthy, I will definitely come back in. I think I'm contemplating maybe tearing out these columns and replacing those with maybe some oak wood or something. That's another material that I've used a lot in the base, but I might kind of tie this in to obviously the materials I've used on the bridge and a lot of the other things, and at the same time kind of break this space up a little bit so it doesn't look too too uniform. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the way it's turning out, at least on the inside here. I think when we're in here, I think the dome effect on the inside is pretty cool. So I'm liking this. Yeah, I think overall I'm definitely liking it. I may try and maybe break up this surface some, either by throwing some red wool in here or something, or maybe using some inverted steps so I can kind of create a little bit of a ledge here. That might be kind of neat anyway. This is kind of a cool view, so maybe I should give it a little more of a balcony kind of a view sort of a thing. So maybe I'll monkey around with that a little bit. But yeah, I will definitely show you what I end up with here before we call it the end of the video. Oh, and one last thing, man. I guess building over here has encouraged the villagers to mate like crazy. It seems like every time I look over here I'm seeing more iron golems, so I'm definitely getting a bunch of iron production from this sucker while I was working around the base, which was the goal, and why I didn't build a second tier of these things even higher up. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go build and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back and I think I'm pretty pleased with how this has turned out. Obviously I did a bunch of kind of sculpting work, if you want to call it that. The corners that I had up here I've kind of smoothed off a little bit by throwing steps in there, and I did like the overhang idea so much that I covered that the entire way around. So I actually have a little walkway that I can carry myself all the way around the whole outside of this thing, and then I did like it so much that I did build kind of a balcony here. I also doubled the, I guess, inverted step overhang with a normal step overhang up above that. So I guess, I don't know if we can see it any better from up here. Get in there. I don't know if we can see it any better from up here or not, but yeah, I guess we kind of can't. These blocks are actually steps that are inverted, so it kind of echoes the same shape that we had that we have working right here, which is the part that I was talking about. I still haven't really addressed how the water comes out here. It could technically, I guess I could bring it up one more block and it would be level with that, so that might look a little better, and I might do that before the next video. But I think we're probably at an end point here, so I am going to call this the end of the video. So please like it if you did like what you saw. Subscribe if you haven't. off camera, maybe before next time, I might try and work something around the outside of this elevator, but I almost don't want to, because there's a step that I didn't invert right. I almost don't know that I want to, just because I don't want to which way does this need to go? Yeah, that way. I don't know that I want to add any more bulk to the outside of this thing. It already feels a little horsey to me, so we'll kind of see. But yeah, please like it if you liked what you saw. Subscribe if you have not already, and in the meantime, we'll keep building, and I'll keep pushing out some videos. I do have some other ideas for stuff that I want to build. Like I want to try and get to the end pretty soon here. That was actually my original plan for today, but the Enderman wouldn't cooperate when I went on a hunt for Ender Pearls. So I'll keep doing that when I'm not recording as well, and hopefully we can get something figured out and get some more stuff done. So I will see you guys next time, and yeah, catch you later.